Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. Whew, my back is on fire this morning. I swear, it's like, I don't know if they have like a ting. It's like, ting! Let's give it to her hard today. It's so bizarre when it comes to my back and just how it operates. It's just the weirdest thing ever. Some days it's like perfect and some days it's just like on fire. But I just got done watching the Tucker Carlson and Aaron Lewis podcast, and it was really good. I love Aaron Lewis. I've always been a big fan of Stained, and then when he branched off and became his own artist, I followed him too. I actually, I don't know, it was right around when he branched off to his own, because I took my girlfriend, her and I went to see him at the Singer Theater in Pensacola, and he played acoustically the entire show, and it was the most amazing show I've ever been to in my life, hands down, one of the best shows. I mean, he played acoustically the entire show, just him and a guitar, like the most amazing gifts that man has in voice is just outside of this world. But I just watched his podcast with Tucker Carlson, and it is really enlightening when it comes to the entertainment biz and country biz and all that stuff. And it's so true. Everything he says is so true. And I know it runs along the side of what Upchurch is saying, and a lot of people are waking up to it. I mean, it's so blatantly obvious at this point how much there's so much control in just every facet of the world, you know what I mean? And it's just one of those things. You know, it came to me, you know, I see some videos when it comes to like manifesting money, and like I used to be one of those people that like I hit the bag, I hit the pavement when it comes to just getting out of my living arrangement, my living situations. But chasing money is just not something that, not the big money, not the, you know, that's just not something I do ever. And I'll never be that. Like, I just won't. I feel like and again, to each their own, whatever floats your boat, I'm here for, whatever makes you happy. But for me personally, I have found that when you get lost in the journey, in the process of always chasing, money and chasing that fortune, chasing that fame, chasing that big dream, you lose sight of the presence of the life you're living. You lose sight of the simplistic things. You lose sight of just the little things that mean a lot, because you're just so busy worried about money. And I just can't do it. It's just not in my heart. It's just not in my soul. And so when things aren't in my heart and my soul, I just don't do it. You know, I run alongside things that I align with. That makes me feel good. And that does not make me feel good. And so I don't do it. It's really simple. If things don't make you feel good, don't do it. You know, we get so lost in doing things that we don't like doing or doesn't make us feel good, but yet we still do it. And then we wonder why we don't feel good. Well, you're doing things that don't make you feel good. That's why you don't feel good. You know? And so it's one of those things. You have to figure what things make you feel good. And then once you figure out the things in life that make you feel good, then you run with it. You run with it and you stand on it. And for me, that's what I stand on. You know, it came to me yesterday. I put a video out in reference to everything, all this craziness, in reference to everything that I do know, and stories and involvement of people, and because of the grossness of what they've done to me and my son, you know what I mean? And it's just freaking nuts. It's just freaking nuts. Or you take a whole entire community and create all these freaking narratives just to hide all the crap that you guys do in the back, literally. And it all stems on money and greed and insurance fraud. You know, it literally does. That's all it is. It's just money, greed, power, corrupt, lies, deceit, betrayal. And it is so hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that I have people in my past who are married couples, who are parents, and they involve their children. That's crazy to me. Absolutely freaking nuts to me. People I've known my entire life. My entire life, pretty much. To go that level and think that that is a ways of the world, and that's how you treat your brothers and sisters. Treat anybody with a heartbeat. Treat anybody with a soul. I mean, you don't even have to be related. You don't even have to just be friends or whatever. Like, take all that aside. At the end of the day, everybody still has a heartbeat. Everybody still has a soul. So why people go to these lengths to completely smear somebody, and because the smear campaign didn't work, well, we're going to go ahead and take these other angles now too. We're going to get everybody in their life involved, and everybody in their life that was involved goes along with it. No questions asked. And better yet, instead, while we go along with it, here, let's go ahead and put our children in it too, because that's freaking normal. That's normal behavior as a parent. And then we don't wonder, well, what's the next generation going to look like? How is the next generation going to be based off what you're doing and what you're bestowing onto your child? My child. I mean, I just don't understand how the mind does not calculate these things in my little community, in my little soccer family, in my little previous friendships, my little work environments. How do these things not calculate in your head? I'm asking. I'm asking for some Q&A. What went through your mind when you made the decisions you made? I'd love to know, because I'm having a hard time coming up with those answers. Because I'm trying to put myself in your position and be provided the spoon and breadcrumbs that you were. And of course you got dangled the money or whatever concept that was dangled in front of you to get you a little taste, right? But at the end of the day, where does your heart and your conscience lie in that type of choice? Like, at what point in your day do you're like, you know what? Something about this doesn't feel right. This does not feel right. Something about this doesn't seem lawfully. And start asking questions. Why don't we ask questions? I don't understand. Everyone is a big bad wolf until they get called out. That part, you know? That came to me last night in a dream. Everybody's a big bad wolf until they get called out. Now they're all running with a tail between their legs. There's no perfect love that exists. It's the hard love that counts. Exactly. There's no perfect love that exists. It doesn't exist. It's the hard love that exists. But when it comes to everything in reference to my son and me and what's been bestowed onto me, oh, I have some story times coming up in the near future. Need not worry. God showed me some different things on how he wants me to put them out. But, you know, it came to me. I was sitting out back just a minute ago, and there was a big pigeon that flew out right in front of me. And it was talking about essentially being in the presence of your purpose and the presence of the moment and knowing you're right where you're at that mere moment, at that mere time. And that's exactly where I'm at. Like, there's no right or wrong way to someone's path or journey. Like, the journey and the path is the right way for you, whatever that looks like for you. But I can tell you right now, if you have questions with me and how I walk and how I talk, it's because I walk with a clear conscience. I'm going to nail that to the board, period. I never in my life, never will in my life, do anything that has been bestowed onto me to anybody else. Never would I have ever. And it's so hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that I live in a community, in a family, in a world where these people have done these things to me and to my son. It's like, I can take it, but to my son, you completely robbed him of the last 2-3 years of his life in our connection. You know, and it's just like, by the grace of God, I give God all grace to that because we still have our bond. But it just breaks my heart. It's like my kid, man. That's just so evil. You don't do that to people. You don't do that to people's kids. Ever. No matter what.